First responders working tirelessly. You've heard Rick and Steve talk about them. As residents who try to weather the storm find themselves, many of them in dangerous situations, now they need to be rescued. The mayor of New Bern, North Carolina, saying this morning they'd already rescued more than 200 people. Rick telling us tonight that's up to 360. So let's talk about it on the phone now with the Assistant Chief of the Wilmington Fire Department, Tom Robinson. Tom, thank you so much for joining us. Can you tell us about what your department has been facing over the last 24 hours or so?
Within the city of Wilmington, of course, we have a lot of places without power. We have over 70,000 residents without power. Most of our intersections do not have power. We have a lot of our massive oak trees and pine trees that are down, and a lot of houses damaged with those trees going through the actual roofs and those types of things. We also had one structure fire, which we believe was caused by a faulty use of a generator. That would wind up being a total loss early this morning. And we've been kind of busy with all that kind of stuff right now.
I can only imagine. I mean, did for the most part people leave and get out? Are you finding now that there are people who need your help despite the warnings?
Yes, there's always those that decide to stay, but we believe a lot more people heeded the warnings this time. Because of the fact that it was such a large storm that was coming in Category 4, hadn't seen anything like that since Hurricane Hazel. And I think a lot of people just were really concerned. And so a lot of them did heed that. A lot of them we moved into shelters, which is a little bit safer for them, but then there were always those that were going to stay home. And so then those are the ones that wind up needing our help when it's all said and done.
What is it like for the men and women of your department? You all, most of you probably have families and homes and things that you have personal worries about, but you are answering the call and you are out there around the clock helping folks. How's everybody doing?
We're doing really well. Our B shift has actually been on for the last 3 days, and hopefully we will be getting off in the morning about lunchtime tomorrow. And they'll get a chance to finally go home and survey any damage that they may have and start getting their houses back to normal. But it is, it is trying. We're separated from our families. Most of our families evacuate and move, away far where they're safe, and we don't really have to be concerned about them being here. So that makes it a lot easier for us to do it. But then, like I said, we pulled a long 72-hour shift, and everybody's ready to get off tomorrow and get home and kind of get their lives a little bit back to normal. Yeah,
you need some rest and to look in on your own folks. The Wilmington Police Department put out this tweet about a curfew saying, news alert, city and county to begin curfews tonight. New Hanover County, North Carolina, New Hanover County and the city of Wilmington are issuing an order for curfews to begin tonight, Friday, September 14th at 10 p.m. Curfews are in effect from 10 p.m. till 6 a.m. until further notice. Have you seen folks complying with that? How does it help your efforts if those streets are clear tonight?
Most people really do comply with the curfew, and it just keeps them off the road in the dark. When you can't see the down power lines, you can't see some of the trees. You may drive through some high water areas because you just couldn't see them. Now, the power out, as much power as we have, any street lights, no stop lights, so that normal light that you're used to is not here. So if you're staying home, it just keeps everybody safer. And allows us, if we do have to go out, we don't have to worry about finding you on this road as well as us with our equipment.
Tom, I want to ask you too, we saw some tweets from and some news reports from the Brunswick Sheriff County, not far from you all, talking about being out catching looters and people who are trying to take advantage of this situation. Have you heard any similar reports? I mean, it seems like when we're looking at this video on screen of terrible conditions, it's hard to imagine that people are taking advantage, but some have already been arrested.
One of the things that we found.
Well, it sounds like we are losing Tom there. We've been talking with Assistant Chief Tom Robinson in Wilmington, the fire department. They're working around the clock. Our hats off to those men and women who are doing this very difficult work and being away from their families. We lost the connection there, but we wish them all the best. We'll check back.